So before we start the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, as it helps the channel grow. So, let's get into it. Alright, so week 3 of the NFL season is coming up. And for the Chicago Bears, they will be going on the road for a tough matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. In this video, I'm going to give y'all my 3 keys to the game on what I think the Bears should do to be able to win this game. I will give my final prediction at the end of the video. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What's up, guys? KT here. Back at it with another video. Today, we're doing the Bears. The Bears find themselves in an early hole in this 2023 season. They are now 0-2 after taking that loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday. And it doesn't get any easier. They are going to take on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium on Sunday, and America's Game of the Week on Fox. Definitely not a favorable matchup by any means necessary, but there is some things the Bears can do to be able to win this game, or at least make it easier for themselves to be able to win this game. So, without further ado, let's get straight into the first key. I think the first key when you play against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think that's what all blueprints are, limit Patrick Mahomes' time on the field and limit the big plays. Now, whether that's by getting sacks, getting off the field on third down, this Bears defense is going to have to come to play. Patrick Mahomes is one of the best quarterbacks the best quarterback in the NFL. He's already a Hall of Fame quarterback, multiple awards, multiple MVPs, multiple Super Bowl rings, multiple All-Pro appearances. This guy has been unbelievable since he came into the league, and it's always been painful for Bears fans to watch him be that, because the Bears had a chance to draft him. But we're not going to dig up old memories like that. But I think with Patrick Mahomes, limiting the big play is always at the top of your mind, whether that's keeping 2 high safeties, keeping him inside the pocket, getting him to the ground, getting off the field on third down, especially, getting off the field on third down for this Bears defense. This Bears defense, when they get, guys in third down and longs, they cannot give up, a dumb penalty, or they cannot give up a chunk play, or they cannot miss a sack. Last week against Baker Mayfield, we saw a lot of that. The missed sacks, the missed opportunities, the drop turnovers, the lack of effort with their tackling, the constant third down conversions. They're going to have to get off the field against Patrick Mahomes, and it's up to the offense to keep him off the field for long periods of time, as if you keep giving him the ball back against this Bears defense that just gave up 27 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you will have no chance. So I think that Bears defense needs to come out with a little bit of fire, get off the field on third downs, find a way to get Patrick Mahomes to the ground and get a couple sacks, whether that's by throwing blitzes or throwing stunts at him. Do something to make Patrick Mahomes' life back there a little bit more uncomfortable. And you should have a decent chance of winning this game. Point number 2. Me, I'm a big fan of rushing the ball. And last week, it wasn't really acceptable as far as rushing the ball. The Bears only had 16 attempts overall with running the ball. And most of those were not creative runs. Most of those were, very predictable. I thought in the middle of the week, when they had deactivated Deonta Foreman, that they were really going to use Khalil Herbert and Roschon Johnson to run the ball and to run down the Tampa Bay defense. They did not do that last week, and that plays a part on why they lost, as Tampa Bay could just sit back against the pass and with no threat against the run. They had one big run last week, and that came from Roschon Johnson, and they never went back to him again. The Bears are going to have to run the ball. This defense is much better than people give them credit for. This Chiefs defense, Steve Spagnuolo is, for as much criticism as he gets at times, he's a very good defensive coordinator, and he knows how to throw blitzes at quarterbacks, and he knows how to disguise coverages. This defense isn't bad at all. They just got Chris Jones back. They have that very good linebacker core, a very good secondary in my opinion, very good defensive line. So it's not a bad defense by any means. They held Jacksonville to 7 points last week. And, Jacksonville looked really good the previous week against the, Indianapolis Colts. For me, running the ball, tiring that defense out, getting them out of those those blitz sets is very important. I think we should see a heavy dose of Khalil Herbert. Get him running north-south, get him running between the tackles, mix up your runs, get some motion going. Something has to be creative with this run game, as it's just not working right now. And part of that is, getting some better blocking up front so these backs can get the holes to run up the middle with. But either way, I think the Bears should heavily focus their running backs this week. That should be their main offensive focus, getting their running backs in an early rhythm. Roschon Johnson should have at least 12 carries. Khalil Herbert should have slightly more, maybe 14, 15 carries. Just something to keep that Kansas City defense honest, as if you just sit back and gun all game and, you're tipping off that you're going to pass and you're going to do all these short passes and screens, just like last week, Justin Fields is going to take a lot of punishment. So I think running that ball early, tiring out that Kansas City defense is paramount. So feed your running backs early and often. Point number 3, Justin Fields and that offense has to have a signature game. Even if you lose, Justin Fields and this offense is gonna have to have that game that shows that, hey, we can get stuff done. Even in a losing effort, we can move this ball consistently. Now, the Bears have struggled with getting off the field on third down on defense, but they have also struggled with converting on third down on offense. And part of that is because they are unable to pass the ball. And part of that is Justin Fields not seeing the field. Part of it is play calling and concepts. So many things have went wrong with this Bears offense early and often. I think the Bears offense needs to have a signature game, and I think it starts with Justin Fields. One of his main strengths last year was his legs, and the Bears have not used that to their advantage. Even if teams are looking for the option play, still his legs are a big key on what they do. And if he's not able to use them, it makes things incredibly more difficult for this Bears offense. So I think Justin Fields has to have that signature game. This offense has to have that signature game. I want to see a heavy dose of DJ Moore again. He should have more than, I think he had 6-7 catches last week. He should have more than that. He should have at least 10 catches. I want to see Chase Claypool use his size against some of these smaller corners. I want to see Cole Kmet be used in the red zone. I need to see if Darnell Mooney is healthy, but I need to see Darnell Mooney as well, stretching that field. This offense needs to have that signature game. I want to see Justin Fields rip that ball when he sees, guys wide open. If he's not going to do that, then, I want to see him take off with his legs, make some plays with his legs, and then that will keep the defense honest as well. Either way, that Bears offense is going to have to come to play if they have any chance at winning this game. It starts with Justin Fields, and it also starts with Luke Getsy. The play calling has to be spot on, as teams basically know what the Bears are going to do before they do it. So creativity, Justin Fields having a signature game, DJ Moore getting at least 10 catches, all that is going to contribute into this third point. The Bears offense has to come to play. So, this is going to be a tough game. It's America's game of the week. It's against the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. I don't have them winning this game by any means necessary. I have the Chiefs winning 31-20. Hopefully the Bears look a little bit better in this game. But the Bears have not proved they can stop anybody on defense. They haven't proved that they can get off the field on third down. And against Patrick Mahomes, that's a no-no. As if he stays on that field for too much, he's going to make you pay at some point. And that Bears offense hasn't proved that they can move the ball consistently for an entire game. I will give them the 20-point nod. But, with Patrick Mahomes and Chris Jones and Travis Kelce, Sky Moore is starting to get into it. The Chiefs do have a lot of talent on their team. Patrick Mahomes makes up half that talent by himself. I just feel like, it's an uphill battle. And you're at Arrowhead. Teams rarely win at Arrowhead. It's going to be an uphill battle. Hopefully Fields and the guys, can have that bounce back game. But I'm now on a wait and see approach with the Chicago Bears right now. So I got the Chiefs winning 31-20. I think their quarterback play has been a little bit better. I think they will get the better quarterback play, and I think their defense will be the difference, in this game. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking the video and sharing the video, as it helps the channel grow. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I drop one of these videos. As always, subscribe to the channel and follow me on social media, as I will be dropping Bears news throughout the week. Let me know what your final score is in the comment section. Who do you guys have winning this game? Do you have the Chiefs or the Bears winning, and by how much? As always, thank you guys for watching. Bear down, and I'm out. Peace.